When religious leaders begin in a new congregation, there's a honeymoon period. A few months, a year if you're lucky. I'm a Lutheran pastor. I started with a new congregation in March. My honeymoon lasted 2 days. On the third day, I realized I had walked right into a full-blown church scandal, and the person at the center of that scandal was me. I wanted that church so bad. They were scrappy and forward-thinking, and it seemed like such a good match. I started 2 weeks before Easter. I got right to work, planning services for Holy Week. I was looking to settle in. I was looking to stay a while. And by day 3, I wondered if I would make it to Easter. Some members of my congregation had found a photograph on the internet. It was me in front of the Hennepin County Courthouse on the day when the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. I was wearing a clergy collar and holding a sign that said, "Even the Virgin Mary got to choose." You motherfuckers. I should point out that the relationship between a pastor and her people is based on trust and mutual understanding, and you build it over time. I had been there for 3 days, and this photo had been circulating for weeks. It wasn't even the photo that was the problem. I was happy to sit down and talk about the photo. It's that I didn't know who to talk to. No one was talking to me. They were just talking about me. It was all rumors and rumblings. It went on like this for more than a week. Some people left the church. I wondered if I would have to leave too. A few days before Easter, finally, someone came to me. "Why did you go to that rally?" she asked. So I explained, the only time I have experienced suicidal ideation was during my own 2 pregnancies. I got through them 1 day at a time because I got to choose 1 more day. No one else did. "Yeah, but why did you need a sign?" "Well, if you go to a protest wearing a clergy collar, you better have a sign or the people will think you think that other thing." "Yeah, but that word. Do your children use that word?" You guys, I don't even use that word. Except for Supreme Court justices who put their hand on the Bible and lie to the American people because that shit pisses me off. I didn't say that to her. No, my children don't use that word. And then we sat down and we talked. We really talked, and we built up a little bit of trust and understanding, and that was good, but she was just one person. The rumors, they were still there. It felt like half the congregation had this picture on their phones. Easter Sunday came, the sanctuary was packed. I preached a sermon full of questions because I didn't have any answers. I handed out bread at communion. It felt like the only thing I could give my people, and it wasn't even mine to give. The body of Christ, given for you. The week after Easter was so quiet. It freaked me out. I could see the writing on the wall. I started drafting a letter of resignation, but then another woman came to see me. "I want you to send me that picture," she said. I was like, I don't think that's going to help anything. I want to send it to my daughter, she said. Oh? My daughter doesn't come to church anymore, but I told her about you, and I told her about your sign, and she's going to come to church now. Oh. And then she and I sat, and we talked, and we built a little trust and a little understanding, and I wish that I could tell you that there's a really clear end to this story. But that scrappy congregation and we're still writing it. Some more people, they left. Some new people came. My gay atheist neighbor recommends this church on Reddit because of that sign. They're still really forward thinking. I still think it's a really good match. I am settling in. I am planning to stay for a while. And if you want to see that picture, don't bother on the internet. Just come to worship any Sunday at 10 a.m. and ask around. I'm pretty sure half the congregation still has it on their phones.